everyone, and welcome to Thank Craft It's Friday here on Hunky Dory TV. And what a Friday of funness we have for you. My name is Natalie and I will be your host for this hour. Running the ship today is good old Emily. Hello, Emily.
Morning, Mum.
And then over in the demonstration station, of course, it's Friday. It's the lovely Cat herself.
Good morning.
Hi, Cat.
I'm hoping I can keep up with your enthusiasm this morning,
Well,
Natalie.
it's Friday. We've got to be enthused on a Friday. And not only is it Friday, but it's also the first of a new month, which is very exciting. Today is the 1st of April and, well, we've got some incredible things because it's Friday the 1st, but we'll get to them a little bit later on. However, let's have a look at your chance for the Win It Weekly competition. this is your last chance today to enter this competition. We've been running it all week. The prize is these fantastic stamp sets. They are our Secret Garden collection. Let me move them in so you can see them a little bit better. So we have these beautiful, look how detailed these are, stamp sets. They all follow this really sort of magical, mysterious secret garden theme. You've got beautiful garden animals in there. You've got the magic wishing well and the door. You're going to win all 6 of these stamps. 3 winners are going to be picked in around about 45 minutes to win this. But if you'd like to be in the chance of winning, you need to answer this question. How many hearts does an octopus have? Is it A, 5, B, 3 or C, 2? It's definitely not 1. Still don't know the answer and I've had 5 days to Google it. But how many hearts does an octopus have? Get your comments in to be in with a chance of winning those and we will announce it, like I said, in around 45 minutes. Okay, so let's have a look at what we have coming up today. We have some brand new and exclusive products for you. You might have seen them already this morning, but let's take a look at this because this is a Hunky Dory exclusive. No one else is going to be able to get this. It is our brand new Deconstruction Glue. This has, I don't know if you've ever seen those videos of when you're taking your nail polish off and it just like crickles off and just removes it. Anything that you get stuck, anything that you don't want on your cards, pop this on and it's going to remove it straight away, which gives you a fresh, clean palette for a brand new card. And then what else have we got, Emily? Here we go, the Moonstone Nesting Dye Face Mask. Create your own face mask, perfect for relaxation. You know, get some moisturiser on that parchment.
Definitely.
It's going to look amazing, aren't we? We're going to have
colour one side,
sparkling
product
skin
on the back.
Yeah. We're going to have the most amazing faces. It's incredible. Get yours right now, hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. Just kidding, it is April Fool's. I mean, it would be hilarious if we could make our own face masks. Stacey, get that one in the diary for this year because we want that. Also, Deconstruction Glue is not a bad idea.
The more you were selling it, then I was thinking, I actually want this product.
Deconstruction
That
Glue
would be great.
is a great idea. Happy April Fools to everyone out there. Let us know in the comments if you've been fooled today. I kind of have been fooled today, but that's a story for another time. So we have some brand new Hunky Dory essentials for you. The things you need to know before we get to looking through this product is you can buy these items for £11.99 or you can get them at 2 for £20. You're going to get in each set 24 card blanks and envelopes. We've got 2 different sizes for you. It is printed onto our 350 GSM Adorable Scorable cardstock. So it is that product that we all know and love. And each pack contains 6 different colorways in the 3 different designs we have for you. So let's have a look first at those in 6x6. So what we've done is we have gone and chosen probably 3 of the most sort of popular designs that we have either been requested for or we have sold really well in other different Adorable Scorables. So first of all, we've got our Gingham. Now you can get these 6 different colorways. They are absolutely stunning. You can get all of these for that amazing price. So you're going to get 24 cards here. You're going to get 4 in each of these 6 designs in that beautiful picnic blanket gingham. We've got red, we've got purple, we've got that beautiful sunshine yellow, the pink, the sky blue and the green. So that is, first up, our designer essentials 6x6 card blanks and envelopes in gingham. This is everything you're going to receive when you get it home. You've got all of these and those envelopes, don't forget them. Next up we have for you the most beautiful ombre selection. So let's have a look through these. We've got that beautiful purple into orange. We've got green into that teal blue. The pink into the orange. This is a super beautiful sunset. We've got the greens, we've got the pink into like a yellow, which is absolutely stunning. And then finally, we've got the blue into the pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. They are our Ombre selection. Again, you're going to get 24 in the pack, £11.99 or 2 for £20. And then finally, one which I think is going to be the best seller, and I'm going to say it now, this is going to be the best seller of the day. It is the wood grain. Now, I remember when we did our paper and wood adorable scorable, and it sold out twice, I think. It's so fun. But I think it's great for mail cards. It's great for sort of rustic theme cards. You've got loads of beautiful colourways in here. Anyone who's got their artist garden collection, this is going to work really nicely with
Absolutely
it.
stunning.
It's going to work really nicely with things like your sea shanty cardstock, if you've got any of that rustic garden duo design paper pad. Do you remember that one? That one again is going to work really nicely with this.
And there's something coming up.
Yes,
as well. Get it in advance because it'll go so well with that.
Cat with the sneak peeks today.
I'm not giving anything away. I'm just saying it'll work really, really well.
It will. So they are your wood grain colours, 6x6, and you're going to get 24 in total. They are really, really fun to do. And although we only have them in these 2 different sizes, I can promise you that the amount of different card blanks you can make, card shapes, all different things like that from these 2 sets of card blanks is why we do them in this selection, because you can do foldbacks, you can do steppers. The possibilities really are endless. But before we show you the other sizes we have available for you today, let's go over to Kat for her first demonstration.
So excited. Okie dokie. So I'm going to start by working on our 6x6 ginghams, and I'm going to push myself today and I'm going to do 2 cards at the same time.
Ooh, fancy Cat.
The idea with this one, because you get 4 of each colour in your set, I'm going to take 1 of each colour and make like a notelet set.
Okay.
Mix and match in them. But I'm going to do one plain and then show you how you can mix them all up to do a set as well. So you could do them just one colour, or you can mix your colours up. So I've taken our stitched edge nesting circled eyes, and I'm going to place these onto my card front. So let's open up the card.
Let's have a look to see who's joining us today, Kat. Has everyone got crazy weather? We don't really have crazy weather today. It's still very chilly, but the sun is shining. However, we did have crazy snow yesterday, like everyone else. It's just been a bit mental. But good morning to everyone over on Facebook. We've got Karen, Claudia, Amanda, Jackie. Good morning. Good morning, Pauline, Patricia, Wendy, Linda. Good morning, Yvonne, Wendy, Debbie, Sue, Diane. Good morning to all of you who are joining us from all over the world. Hello. Have you got your answers in to that Win It Weekly question? Because it's your last chance to enter today for those amazing stamps.
So I've popped my dies on there and laid them up. I've done like a ring effect on this one and just dotted them around. Secured them down with some low-tack tape, and I'm just going to run this through the die cutting machine. And then you would do this exactly the same. Obviously, your circles don't have to be 100% in the same place every time. But you would do this, you would repeat this pattern on each of your 6 colours of cards. I'll take that through there.
Lots of people are asking about the Deconstruction Glue. So, you know what? I think it's an amazing product, and I think it should definitely be something we should look into. So, let's give Dan a challenge and see what he can come up with, shall we? Good morning to everyone who's also watching us over on YouTube. Anastasia, Jeannie, Muriel. Hello to you. Leanne's watching over on there as well, and Debbie. Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to have you all joining us on this Friday, the 1st of April.
So what you're going to end up with when you've done this to all of your cards is you're going to end up with 6 card fronts of the different colours that look like this with your apertures in, and you should have 6 piles of different coloured gingham circles.
Wow.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I need something to back this onto, so I'm going to cut from some white card just an insert that we can pop on the inside to hold our circles in place, and I just want this slightly smaller than our card front, so I'm going to go to 5 3/4 inches. And then take the definitely construction glue, make sure I've got the right one. And we're just going to lightly put this round all our circles and round the edge, so it's going to hold it in place. And we'll pop that in the back over there. And just while that's drying, I've brought in another one that I've pre-cut when I've done this at home, so you can see I've done exactly the same with the purple, and this time I've picked out a selection of the colours from all the other cards that I've made, and I will show you the full set shortly.
I love this that you can do that, and I think this is something really cool that you can do with your these types of card blanks, is to make up these really fun notelet sets. I mean, everyone loves a notelet set, and I think it's a really nice gift as well. Something that's handmade to give to someone as a gift is always a beautiful thing to do, so being able to do that with something that's as fun as this is really quite fantastic.
That's it, and the brilliance of doing it across, you're only taking one each of your colours, but there's no waste. Everything that you cut out, you're putting back in to make a full set, so you're not wasting any of your card at all. So I'm just going to make 2 here. As you can see, I'm doing 1 in the funky colours and 1 as it would come.
It's quite cool.
But when
a really good way to use your nesting dies as well.
It is, absolutely. On this one, I'm not matching, even though I'm putting blue back in blue, I'm not matching the gingham
I like
up, so
that,
it does.
so you can tell, it's like a little optical illusion.
Absolutely. So I'm just using glue to get all these flat ones down. I'm just working across both, so I know I'm doing it the right way.
Debbie on YouTube said, I placed a huge order yesterday and apparently it's going to be delivered today. How amazing is that? It is quite incredible. As Dan mentioned yesterday, our dispatch team are absolutely phenomenal at the moment, and orders that are being placed are most likely being sent out the same day. So if you are going to order something today, then you're more than likely going to receive it on Monday or Tuesday next week now, with the weekend coming up. But we are at a point where we are getting orders out pretty much on the same day. So a huge well done and congratulations to the dispatch team, because they are working incredibly well.
So they're all glued into place, so you end up with 2 cards that look like this, and what we've got left are the 2 ring elements, and we're going to use these to basically house our sentiments.
Oh, cute.
So I'm going to do these 2 different ways as well. A sneak peek of what's coming up on the show is we've got these lovely insert pads, and I'm going to cut this right down just so I've got a thin band that I'm going to put across the centre of my circle, so I can still see the other colours of the background card coming through. So I'm just going to cut it down to a small strip. A little bit more so it's even. And I can trim a little bit of this away before I go fully in. So for this one, I'm going to just add a little glue either side of my
that's
circle
cool. So it's
here.
just going to sort of like...
Just going to sit across the middle, so you've
I
still
like
got
that.
that gap, so you can see what's underneath.
Do you know what it also reminds me of? The London Underground station sign.
Does a bit, doesn't it?
Not as... obviously the Underground isn't as funky as that. But on the reverse, when it's just all in white, it's that same sort of shape.
It is. So we'll do that one. And then if you're not wanting to use them, you can bring in your stamps and just do exactly the same, a little strip of card. I've taken I'm Here For You from the poses that we...
Are they the ones we launched the other day?
Yeah, because they've got so many useful little sentiments
They
on
really
them.
do.
Ink that up. So just showing you two different ways of what you could do, and obviously you could stamp them in a colour as well if you wanted to. Same again, a little bit of glue on the back here. Pop that in, make sure it's sitting centrally enough. And then we're just going to go around each of these ones with some foam pads, just so these will sit proud of the rest of the card. And if you want to get really funky, you can break out all your nesting dies and do lots of different shapes.
I was just thinking that this would look really cool in like your hexagon shapes.
Yeah.
Any of your fancy labels, that would be really quite fun as well. But really cool way of using your nesting dies, and also utilising this whole collection of essential card blanks, because it's going to be a full set, a full little notelet set. And such a good gift to buy or something to sell if you're a crafter who has craft stores. I know I saw on the comments earlier this morning that people are crafting away at craft fairs this weekend. So selling notelet sets is a really different thing, but it's so fun. So useful as well.
It is. So we're just going to pop this one over here so you can see that we
I
still
love
get all
that.
those colours popping through. And then just onto the plain one. And there we go, do the same. And you get this really cool fun effect. And I'm just going to bring in the other one so you can see the full set of the colours. And like I said, I have just used one each from the 6 card colours to make all these. I've not used anything else. So that's your plain.
I like that.
That's the one we've just done.
Very fun.
The green, I've just added some black dots to, just to gems, just to make that sentiment pop a little bit more.
These are
The
really, really fun.
Great, the pink.
I love them, and I like that you've got all the
blue.
different sentiments in from that, from either your stamps or that amazing pad we're going to show you.
That's it. So,
I
and
love
no
that.
waste.
No waste at all, because you've reused all the bits that you've cut out.
Absolutely.
What a cool way to use them. Okay, if 6x6 isn't what you like to craft with, then we also have all of these amazing card blanks in A5. Remember that these two card shapes, sizes and shapes as well, don't actually have to stay this way, because you can trim these down. So you can make a 7x5 from this, you can make 6x4, you can make a slightly... No, you can make DL from the A5 envelopes. So, and then you can use your bits and pieces that you trim away as border strips. All sorts of fun things to use your cards with. So these are the A5 card blanks. We are missing the red colour from this, but it is included in your pack. So there you go, all of your A5 in the gingham. And then what do we have? Let's go and have a look over at the ombre. And I actually quite like the difference. Obviously, your gingham's kind of going to look the same because the pattern's running throughout. But with these ones, this is where you get to be able to see a lot more sort of like colorways running through these. It's really, really quite fun. You get that bigger mix of tones. These are going to look really nice with sort of, if you use stays on ink, you could put silhouette stamps onto here. You could die cut onto these with your Moonstone portrait flowers and use these as sort of like background pieces. That would look really, really stunning. So they are your A5 card blanks. Remember, if you fold it out, you do have the full A4 there as well. You've obviously got the score line in the middle, but like I said, stepper cards, you can score into these, you can create your steps on this side. You could do swing cards with this. You could add another card to another panel to the front and do like a front easel with it. You can get really quite creative. Don't just see these as card blanks. Think of all the other things and all the other opportunities you have with these card shapes. They're just beautiful designs. Like I said, some of our most well-selling designs over the last couple of years. And the final one, which I said once and I'll say it again, this is going to be the best seller for sure. This is your wood grain. So in here you can see you've got this beautiful texture, and I'll hold it up. Which one are we in, Emily? This one. I'm in the wrong camera. We've got these beautiful wood grain effect all the way running through here. It's really, really stunning, and in all of those colours. So you've got the blue, you've got sort of like the moss green, the pink. We've got that deeper sort of navy blue, that real classic wood colour, and then the purple. Really, really pretty. So many things you're going to be able to use these with, which is really exciting. But that is your last of the A5 ones. You're going to get 4 of each of the 6 colours. So they do come in 24 card packs, which I think is great as well, because you've got so much you can use them with. They're also really good packs for this time of the year. There's loads of springy things you'll be able to use with them. Loads of things that we've also got coming up as well. So it's a good idea to just get them in your baskets while they're on this incredible offer. Any 2 for £20. Kat.
Yes.
What are we doing next?
Well, I'm going a little bit off piste because I'm going to do another 6x6 one.
Okay.
So I promise you I will do an A5 one at the end. And
No worries.
I do want to save it to the last because I kind of love it. So I'm saving it for a surprise for the end. So this time I'm going to use our ombre one, and I'm taking these blue tones into the green, and I have paired that with, I've gone to our little book of thank yous.
Oh, and these are still on offer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I found this gorgeous little dinosaur where the colours are just
goodness.
so perfect.
See how incredible it is that you have these things in your stash. You really do.
Absolutely. And then I managed to find in the new Whopper Topper pad as well. The
Stop
sheet with
it
this.
right now.
Exactly. It just works.
It was meant
well.
to be.
Perfect. So we're using a combination of lots and lots of bits and pieces.
Wow.
Now, I'm doing a stepper with this. And
Okay.
I know we usually think of steppers
A5s.
on our A5s, but I thought, no, let's change it up and do it with the 6.
I'm excited.
And I think the size for mixing it with a little book page works perfectly.
Okay.
So I'm going to open my trimmer up.
I'm going to have to get my notepad out, aren't I, to write these measurements down. Make sure you've got your pens and papers ready, people. Okay, Kat, let's go.
So on either side, I want a panel that are going to be my steppers, and so I can fit my little book page in. I'm going to take this to my 3/4 of an inch mark. So, and to make sure my blade is in the middle so it's not going to cut anywhere I don't want it to cut. So for this side, I'm going to bring it down to the 1 inch line for the front of my card, and then I'm going to take it up across the score line, and we're going to go to the 9 inch mark for our, so we've got a 3 inch section at the back here. And then we're going to turn it round, and this time we're going to do it the opposite way, because as you can see my 3 inch portion is here. So trim it down somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to bring this, I'm going to meet my lines up to the 3 inch part, make sure they're meeting, and then to 11 inches at this end.
We've got lots of questions in. Debbie says, have you any plans to do a range of cardstock with a pearlized finish? I'm not sure, but we can always
can I just interrupt and pinch another card blank?
Do you need another one?
I forgot to measure in from the side correctly. I just started cutting anywhere I got.
Which one is it? This one?
Yes, please.
There we go. Is it that one? No, it's the blue one, isn't it? It's this one.
Oh.
Nearly gave you the wrong one then.
Thank you. I'll do this again really quickly.
Do you know what? I'm sure that is something we can definitely do. And Emily will get it written down. We'll send it to Dan in an email because it's always something we can definitely think about doing. We do we still have stock of the golden, the ivory and gold stuff? Because that was pearlised. You obviously don't have card blanks included in that, but you do have the pearlised ivory card in the bundle. So it's the Pearl Garden Ivory and Gold collection. So have a look at that if pearlised stuff is what you're looking for, because we brought that out to you very recently. Oh, we've got a card blank out of stock already, Emily. Which one is it?
Previous one.
Oh, is it? Okay, it's okay. It is one of the... False alarm.
False alarm.
It's one of our plain colourways that we brought to you, so do not worry about that. We'll definitely have that for you. Okay, Cat.
Okay, so I've popped it down onto my scoreboard.
Yeah.
And what I love like this one as well is that you can do it in inches, because usually we use centimetres for our steppers as well, so it works really well. So where I've got my 3-inch panel at the back, because I'm scoring on these two sides, I'm just going to use my ruler to help give me a guide. So I can bring that just from where my trim line is into the section. And that's all we need to do on the back. And then we move over, and I want two 2-inch sections. So we'll take this to the 8-inch mark.
Do you know what? It's so nice that you can do it on the centimetre side.
Inches.
And the inches side, sorry. No, I was just thinking because centimetres sometimes are really, it might just be me, but sometimes centimetres can really throw me off. So being able to do it on the inches is a really nice thing to do. So yeah, create your steppers, people.
That's it. So we've did our second 2-inch section at the 10 mark, and then we've just jumped up to 11 to finish it off. And we should, fingers crossed, with a little bit of folding, end up with a really funky shaped stepper. Now fold this side down, follow your peaks and your valleys. We'll give it a nice burnish down. And you end up with this really cool stepper.
And I do like the shape of it, you know.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's
works really well with
really
the
cool,
little
isn't
pages.
it?
Yeah. So, before I start decorating it up, what I'm going to do now to incorporate another one of our insert pages is on my back panel here. I'm going to take one of our rectangle nesting dies, and I'm going to cut out an aperture that I can stick my insert behind.
Okay.
Natalie's looking at me as if I've gone absolutely crazy. It will make sense.
I'm excited to see this. So instead of sticking it, it's going to go underneath.
It's going to go underneath. It's going to come through
that's cool.
through the back. Just thought it'd be something a bit different.
A very cool idea.
And just pop that down there. Ooh, I just put my little template in here.
I like the fact that these dies as well work really nicely with the shape that you're doing. So, like you said, if you didn't want to sort of mess around with measurements and things, you just pop in your die on there. It fits perfectly in this little space that you've got.
Exactly. That is why I have then taken the slightly larger, the one that's up from this nesting die. The rectangle, and I'm going to place this over my sentiment, so I know I'm going to end up with it just the perfect size to stick behind.
Teresa said, good morning. No matter how I try, I cannot make a stepper. You guys make it look so easy. I believe that if you have the right tools, you can make a successful stepper. And I think it's all about sort of making sure your cardstock is even as well. So when we make them with our A5 card blanks, or if we're making them from A4, we'll always trim it down. So if, say it was a folded A4, we trim it down to 14, just so that when we're scoring it, it's exactly right. If it's a piece of A4 that you're creating it from scratch, then always cut it down to 28. And then your centre point's 14. And then if you're using centimetres instead of inches, you just need to remember, I think it's 3, 6, 10, 14 all the way across and 21.
Yeah.
And no matter whether you're making a side stepper or if you're making a middle stepper like Kat's just shown you to do, they're sort of the main measurements that you need to remember. Everything else will just fall together perfectly.
It will. So what I'm going to do to make this matching with my card blank bit is just take some of my inks and we're just going to give this a colour, because of course these don't have to stay.
No, they don't.
White.
These are a product that I should have shown you before this demo actually, but I'll show it you straight after. It's the Essential Insert Pad. These pads are £11.99. You get 120 sheets, which makes it 10p an insert. They are 8x8 in size, and it is on our 140 GSM uncoated paper. They're a little bit different from the trim meat inserts that we do, so you don't get that guide on the back, but they are so easy to cut down if you want to. There's 12 different sentiments included, and you're going to get 10 of each of them. And when Kat has finished this demo, we'll run through them all so you can see them. But they are a really nice range of fonts, and they just work so beautifully with collections like this. And for those people who don't necessarily like to use foiling in their cards, stampers are going to love this, because obviously you don't necessarily always use foiling in that way, but you've got an insert pack here to work with it. So it's our Essential Insert Pad.
So I'm just going to take my skinny red liner tape just all the way around so it'll hold this in place. And then if you really fancy and you're really posh, you can put another light little piece over the back just to make it all look a little bit neater on the inside. But this is one of those cards that people aren't going to be looking at the inside because everything's on show for you, back and front. So we'll just run this round here, and then we can get the fun part of decorating it on the go. Take this red liner off.
We're also going to be announcing the winner of our Win It Weekly competition just after this demo as well. So for those who are waiting patiently to find out if they are the winner of these incredible stamps, then do not worry, you've not got long left to wait.
They're such a fab set, aren't they? And then you just, when you're going in and out, just make sure you keep doing your folds, and you just end up with this fab fun funky back.
It's really cool, isn't it? It's totally different from what you'd expect, so I think it's really good. It's a good way of using your inserts differently.
It certainly is. So let's get decorating on the front. So I'm going to take my little book page, and he is going to fit absolutely perfectly.
I can't believe how well that fits on the front. Who would have thought? What a great sort of card size for any of your little book pages. You don't have to do any cutting down, you don't have to work out whether it's going to fit. It just goes on there perfectly.
It just does.
And you've got that beautiful sort of matte and layer of those crazy colours from your card blank.
That's it. And you know me, we need a little bit of fussy cutting when it comes to our little dinosaur, because he just screams out for it so much. So I've done a little bit of pre-cutting, but I'm just going to cut him out one more time as he is, away from the grass. And this one is super fun to cut out, super easy.
I love his eyebrows.
I know. I think I actually cut one of them off, but hey ho.
They are very funky. So remember, this on Monday we did an incredible offer on our little books, and they are still available. So any of our little books are currently buy one get one free, and that offer ends on Sunday. So Sunday at midnight is when our offer ends on all of our little book pages, but you can get any of our 22 little books for just $9.99.
Yep.
But you get two instead of one. It's good, that, isn't it?
It is amazing.
I love being able to get more than what you should for the price that you pay.
It does. Now, there is that really squirrely, squiggly bit at the end of his tail, but I'm just trimming it away. Nobody's going to know when it's layered up.
It's true.
And you don't want to make these things harder for yourself than they actually are.
Easy crafting is the best type of crafting, that's for sure.
So just this last little bit around his belly and his legs. And we can start building this up. So I've pre-put on some foam pads at the back of this one. We pop him down there. Go in with some foam pads. And you can add a bit more when you're doing it at home. I'm just putting a couple on just to get the effect. So he's starting to step out from the stepper.
I love that.
I've cut 3 of the little pterodactyls, but I'm just going to use one to place on the top here. And then when I've decided where I'm going to put my sentiments, I'm then going to go and add them in. So there's just a few more flying around him. He's got a few more friends. So we'll take this ribbon strip and we can use this to add a little bit of decoration to the back. So I'm just going to run this down to the bottom and mark where I want it to go. I have got a pencil working.
And then you won't need to mark the other one, will you? Because it'll be exactly the same
No,
size, so you can just reuse that again.
Use it as a little template. Meet it up there.
I love when you've got images across lots of different mediums that you can mix and match together like this, and it's such a clever idea to just have a look what things you have that are the same or share the same artwork, because there will be lots of different things, or maybe you've got some elements from your concept cards left over that you could use to decorate that match up with maybe images that you've got from other bits and pieces in your stash. It's a really cool way of using things that match all together and making the most out of your crafting stash.
Absolutely. And this is why we do think about the designs and styles that we're putting on these cards.
Definitely.
We make sure that they are going to work with all the bits that you've already got. We don't just think, oh, that's nice, and then it doesn't work with anything. So that's just added a little bit of detail to those ones. Let's have a look. Have a dynamite day.
I like that as well because it matches up with that sentiment you've already got there.
Let's pop this over this side. Have I got any little squares? So I'm just going to pop this on here, and I'm going to do 3 foam pads on this side because we're quite high up over here. And just one on the other. We just fit him in there. Oh, I probably could have got away with 2 actually. Never mind. We'll see if I can take one off. There we go.
Super cute.
And then I've just picked myself out, instead of using gems with this, a few buttons and matching colours.
Sometimes I think on cards that have this sort of real fun young theme, that gems aren't the right thing to put on them.
No, you just want a bit of something else, don't you?
And buttons are a really good alternative for this, especially when you've got the colours to match.
Yeah.
I mean, this card couldn't be coordinated any better. It's perfect.
Yeah, so I've just taken some blues, some greens and some yellows to match in. And I am using construction glue because once it is dry, it will hold them on.
They will not be moving.
They'll not be moving, but if they start sliding off when I show it you in a bit, it's just my fault because I've not given them time to dry. So I apologise. So another couple of this side. And then we'll go in with my little is it pterodactyls? Is that what they are?
I think so. Pterodactyls.
The pterodactyl-esque. Give him a few more little friends. You can have one down here. I think one's flown away. No, it's not. It's under there. Another one. Going up there. Just need something in this little corner because it's bugging me. I did bring a little grandson sentiment from the...
I did see that.
It's here. We put that over this side just to finish it off.
You've personalised it and everything.
Exactly. And there we go.
So cute.
Lovely.
So
6-inch
so
pepper
cute.
card.
Love it. So fun as well, which I think is great. Thanks, Kat.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's have a look at that insert pad that Kat used then on the back of her card in that really fun way. So this is your essential insert pad. Brand new today, £11.99. It's so thick. Look how much paper you're getting in here. 8x8 in size, which means you can perfectly cut it down to fit any card blank size, and you have 12 different sentiments included in here. So we've got happy birthday, and you do get 10 of each, so you're probably going to see happy birthday for a while. We've got many thanks in here. I'm not good at getting my 10s, you know. 6s I'm quite good at. We've got congratulations. Let's try this one. All my love. I've got it now. Oh no, I don't. No. Still no. Let's try that one. Have a wonderful day. What else is in here? We've got thinking of you. Well done, you did it. So many different sentiments for different occasions. Sending get well wishes. What else is further at the back? You really are the best. Many happy returns to you. We've got that one that we missed out. You really are the best. And then wishing you lots of love. Oh no, wishing you lots of luck, sorry. And in deepest sympathies. So loads of different occasions, which are going to work for lots of different occasions as well, depending on what type of cards you're putting these in. I think you're well done, you did it. Could work for, you know, your driving test, school exams, a wedding, absolutely anything. So that is your essential insert pad. 120 pages. Like I said, it's different from our Trim Me insert pad. I don't want people buying this and thinking you've got the grid on the back. It is different from that, which means you are free rein to cut this down however you wish to do so. So our essential insert pack, so much included in here. All printed black, so you don't have any foiling. It's very, very clear, that beautiful font in there for all of your, with all of your sentiments on. It is 140 GSM, so it's that great weight we love from our inserts. 12 different sentiments, and you're going to get 10 of each. Okay, we also yesterday brought out to you our Super Saver deals of the month, and they are running for another week. So until the 10th, you can get this month's Super Saver deals. Let's take a look at what we have available for you. So our water brush trio is now £6.99. We have an amazing deal on our stamping brush. You can get that now for £24.99. I know so many people were adding that to their baskets yesterday. We've also bundled up some of our most popular Prism ink pads. These are 20 different colours, and we've brought that price all the way down to £29.99. If you're wanting our mixed media mat, that's now £12.99. We've got a great deal on Ink Me stamping cards. You can now buy our 100 sheet megabyte for £12.99. Our Glimmer Mist, that brand new collection of Glimmer Mist colours, they're on offer for £35. Then we've got Fingerlift tape rolls. You're going to get 10 rolls included here, but you're only going to pay £8.75. We've got some offers on gemstones. Our glitter gemstone bundle is now £9.92. We've got those beautiful stamp sets that I used in all of those demonstrations yesterday. They're only now £24. Then if glue is something that you need to stock up on, how about getting our craft glue pen multi-buy, which contains our precision white craft glue. They're now £5.97 for 6 pens. And if you're getting those ink pads, why not stock up on our blending sponges at the same time? You can get blending sponges 4-pack mega buy for £9.99. And then finally, we've got a great deal on all of our cutting mats. This one is £10.99. That is for our A3 cutting mat. It's an incredible deal. We've got so many more than that though, because we've also got 12x12 cutting mat and that 8x8 one. So head over to hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. You can shop everything online there. All of our deals, including our little books, you'll be able to find on there, our super saver deals, and these incredible offers that we have for you today. Okay, are you ready to find out the winner of our Win It Weekly competition? Which 3 lucky people have won these fantastic stamps? Are you ready? Congratulations to Hannah Potter, Claire Rainbow, what a fantastic name, and Shirley Davies.
Is that real?
How good is that name?
That's amazing.
Congratulations to the 3 of you, because you are taking home these stamps. If you can direct message us at studio@hunkydorycrafts, or if you want to send us a direct message on Facebook with your addresses, then we will get these out to you as soon as we receive your details. Congratulations to the 3 of you for winning those stamps. I hope you have lots of fun crafting with us. You'll have to send us your cards. So the answer, for everyone who was wondering, the answer is B, 3. So 1 heart is used to pump blood around the body, while the other 2 pump blood directly to the gills.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting indeed. I suppose that's what happens when you have triple the legs.
It is.
Although they're not legs, they're tentacles. We had this discussion yesterday. Okay, so some more things that you might want to get alongside your crazy card blanks this week are our 6x6 and A5 card blanks. Now, these selections we have for you are all sort of plain colourways. So we have in both sizes, we have our monochromes. You can see there you've got grey, white, black and the ivory. In our bright selection, you've got those beautiful purples, that bright pink, green, teal and yellow. Then we also have a pastel selection. There you can see all of your colours on there, and you can have a look at all of these over on the website. So you can get them all in A5 and A3, just like you can get those printed ones. So have a look over on the website for that. We've also added onto the section, for those of you who might like it, our parchment selections. So we have a really large selection to show you. I think the one I'm going to show you now is our pastel selection. So you get that white, you get it in a beautiful pink. This is hard to see because it all looks white, but it is a colour, I promise. If I do that, can we see it? There we go. You can see it a little bit better there. Oh, on this one, actually. It's a bit darker. There we go, Emily. Look at that for skills. So you've got purple. We've got a really light blue here. I think the next one is green. Oh, no, it's like a... Is it green? Who knows? It's like that dress. Is it purple? Is it gold? We've got the green there. There you go. So these are our pastel selection of colourways. But our parchment is quite incredible because we do loads of different colourways now, which work for lots of different occasions. So this is our pastels, and it's super, super delicate in colours. But we also do that in monochrome, so you've got all of your different deep tones in there. We have white. We also have a festive selection, a bright selection, and we have that pattern selection that we brought to you with our memorable moments. You might remember that. It was white with a beautiful white pattern on. So get over to the website and have a look at all of that. But today is all about these amazing card blanks. We've got the gingham, we've got the sort of pastel ombre, and then if I can find one, we've got the fantastic wood grain. So these beautiful printed, adorable, scoreable card blanks can be yours for a total of £11.99, or you can pick and choose any two for £20. So make sure you head over to the website and have a look at everything we've got on offer for you today, including those super saver deals, and remember the bog off on the little books. Kat, have we got time for one more demo?
We certainly have.
Oh, I'm excited.
And I will fight you if you make me cut this one off, because I love it.
I'm excited.
So I am taking the A5 wood grain in the most natural kind of colour.
I like that one
in the thing. And do you know what? I'm just going to get on with it, and you can see it evolve. I'm not going to give too many clues away. So, like Natalie said before, just to make it a little bit easier to work with, because I am doing a few little measurements on here, but nothing too complicated, I am just going to cut it down both ways to the nearest, like, 1/4 of an inch. So on the longest part, I'm going to cut that down to 8 inches. And this way it will be 5 3/4 inches. No, I've not. I've cut it too short again. Have we got another one?
Not sure about that. Yeah, we do. So I have to remember all the ones that we.
Let's do it. 5 3/4. I went to 5 1/4 instead.
Easily done.
Just getting too giddy. And 8 inches. Okay, so take that out of there, and then with a ruler and your pencil, we are going to mark 2.5 inches in from each side. So 2.5 that way. So 8, 6, so that takes me to 5.5 this way. And then down both sides, we're going to measure 2 inches. So it's going to be just a bit of a funky shaped card.
I'm excited. I'm patiently anticipating what this is going to look like when you've cut it out.
So just going to draw myself a very faint little score line there, and between the 2 points on the other side as well. And then you can use your scissors or your craft knife to cut them, but I'm just going to line this up on my trimmer and do it that way.
I think it's the easiest way to do it on your trimmer.
It is. Especially when you've got your very clear guideline here and you can see exactly where you want to cut. So that's one side done. And the other. And now I'm going to go in with an oval nesting die, and I'm going to place this in this top part section here.
Okay, now I'm intrigued.
It'll all become very clear, I promise. So we'll just pop this. You can just eyeball it till you're happy that it's pretty much central. And I think I'm going to have to use my bigger die cut machine for this, aren't I? I didn't think that out beforehand. So, hopefully this is plugged in. I'll find myself some plates, she says.
Are they on top?
I've got smaller ones, but I can't see the...
Will they fit through the smaller ones if you do it sideways on?
Oh, it might go through like that, actually. Oh, do you know what? Brain. Thank you, Natalie, for giving me a little push in the right direction.
I think, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it will do if I do it like this.
Let's double check though.
It should do. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just fit through. There we go. We need some new plates for this.
We do. We do. We need to go speak to Joanne nicely, don't we, and see if she'll let us take some from stock.
And take
But
that
to be
through.
fair to crafters, these plates, even though they are pretty much a seesaw now, they still work incredibly well in that machine.
They do. It's just, it can have a little bit of a negative impact on your
It's true.
card, but
You can have a little bit of a
bend.
shape.
But bend it back, we're absolutely fine. So we've now got this shape.
Oh my goodness, I see what you've just done there.
Yeah, so we've got like a little handle. We're going to make a toolbox.
Cool.
I can't like thingy
This
it
is
much
cool.
longer.
Okay.
So before I do that,
Wow.
I am going to use that other card I accidentally cut into. And for this, you are going to have to use another one of your blanks.
sheet.
But like we said before, you get 4 in your set. So if you can sacrifice one to use for
it's
other
true.
things. So I'm going to cut this to 7.5, but then I want my mat and layer, so I'll come to 7 1/4. And I'm going to do this the other way because I'm thinking 7 1/4. And 2 1/4.
And you know what? You could still use what's left there to make a really fun card.
You can, yeah.
You could just have like
easily
a
make
short front. You could add some acetate behind it.
Definitely.
Maybe even a bit of parchment. Who knows? It would look very cool though.
And I'm just bringing in some gold mirror just to make a little mat and layer for this. So this is 7.5 by 2.5. I'm just going to make sure that works before I stick it down. There we go. Now, again, this is like our coated adorable scoreable cardstock, and we wouldn't usually recommend inking on this, but I'm going to take my trusty craft nail file,
Okay.
and I'm going to buff around the edges.
Right.
And it just gives you that little bit of a matte surface. Again, it works with this kind of style of cardstock anyway.
Yeah.
But if you just buff around the edges, it gives it that little bit of a distressed look, but it just gives you that matte surface that your inks will then adhere to.
Okay.
So I'm just going to work all the way around.
So basically you're just kind of taking off that shiny,
Yeah, exactly.
that shiny
coat.
silk finish off the top.
And I just want it round the edges just to give that little bit more of a distressed look to the card, just to build up that kind of toolbox kind of look. And you've probably got much more professional tools than I have for doing this, but I find it works perfectly for me.
I think a nail file is a great thing to use. And sometimes it's better than using like a sanding block with sandpaper on, because that sandpaper doesn't, I don't think it has a very long shelf life sometimes.
No.
But a nail file can last months, can't it?
Absolutely. So once you're happy with that, I want you to do exactly the same with your card base that we've created. And then I'm just going to take my Wild Mushroom ink and we're just going to work this into the edges. And it
Rosemary
just
says,
gives it...
which little book did the dinosaur image come from? It was our little book of thank yous, Rosemary. And don't worry if you missed the start of the demo. You can watch back on YouTube or on Facebook right after we finish this show. You can watch all of our shows back throughout the year. You'll be able to find them all on our Facebook or YouTube page.
And we're just going to work all the way around, and it will just give us that slightly more distressed edge, and it'll pick up any little marks that you've etched into there with your nail file, which is the look that we want for this. And when you pop it onto the gold, you'll see now how it really, really just has that little bit of a different, just a little bit more of a distressed look. So I'm going to pop this down on here.
Are you going to make a little pocket?
I am.
This is very cool.
Kind of. So we're going to put that to one side, and then I'm going to switch this out for the one that I did earlier, and you can see here I've just distressed all the way around. So we're going to pop this onto our front, and it starts to make much more sense now. So I'm just going to take some of our foam pads, and we're just going to concentrate this, which is going to be my bottom. So my bottom's going to be my top when I turn it over. Like I said, I'm not going to go too close to the top here, because I would just want to add some detail in there in a little while.
Debbie on YouTube says this is so unique, and it's true. It's really, really fun. What a great way to cut into your card blanks and make those fun shapes. Remember, Father's Day is coming up in a couple of months, so this is a great sort of card blank shape to have stored away for those cards that you could be making in the next coming months, for people who request Father's Day cards, for people to give. Get this one stashed in your memory, because it's a great card shape.
It's good, isn't it? So to work with this, I have found this page in our Topper pad.
Isn't it perfect?
It just works absolutely amazingly. So let's cut this ribbon strip out to add some detail to the bottom here. And we know this panel is 7 1/4, so we can just trim this to the right size. But if memory serves me correct, it's not that far off it. Anyway, it's literally about 1/2 millimetre.
Debbie says that I heard Dan say it's going to take a few months to get the white glue back in stock. Do you have an approximate time? Unfortunately, with what's going on in the world at the moment, we wouldn't want to give you an approximate time for things like that, because we can give you approximate times because we do have them, but it can always change, and very often it does. So I don't want to fill you up with any hope that they're going to come back in too soon. But when we get closer to the time, maybe we'll let you know, because it'll be more likely that it's definitely going to be around that time.
Definitely.
Just keep your eyes peeled. Remember that the craft glue pens that we have on offer on our Super Savers have the exact same white glue in them, just in pen form. So if that's something that interests you, then they are on a really good offer at the moment. So have a think about maybe adding them to your baskets, because it is the same white craft glue that we have in the smaller bottles. They're just in that pen tube form.
So I'm just taking the 2 images with the tools on, and I'm just using a little bit of construction glue, and I'm just going to pop these to the left and the right hand side, just on a little bit of a wonky donkey angle. And then we'll go in with some foam pads.
Very cute.
On the back here. And now it's just about layering up these elements.
You can get really fun with this though, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. So we'll put these on in the opposite kind of wonky direction. And we'll take, for the handyman in my life, I think. And you know the drill: relax, celebrate, rate, repeat. Bit of a mouthful, that one.
It was, wasn't it?
And we're just going to layer these up. And we'll do this one at the top here. A little bit of tape across the back.
Really fun sentiments in this collection. A lot of our Whopper toppers have quite cool sentiments, actually. This image that Kat's using here is from What a Guy Whopper topper. So if you want to get your hands on that, then it's filled with all different images that are perfect for those male occasions. Grab it while you're getting those wood grain card blanks, They're going to work really, really well together. I can assure you that.
We'll just pop this over the top here.
Very cool.
Them two. And just because I don't think I've actually used any today, if I can just see them. If not, I'm going to grab these brown little pearls.
These
just to put in the corner.
look like little
studs.
little rivets. What a cool card. Lots and lots of love for this one.
There we go. Let's show you off our little toolbox card.
Doreen has commented to say, this is wonderful, Kat. My son's a carpenter, so I'm going to have to try this one. Thank you for that idea.
You're welcome.
Fantastic card, Kat. Great demo. Going to try this card. I absolutely love it. It's phenomenal, isn't it? Honestly, it was amazing to see that card come to life. They are 3 fantastic demos today, Kat. Thank you, because you've really showed off all the different things you can do with them, which I absolutely love.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we gave you the answer and the winners to our Win It Weekly, but let's just repeat that for those who might not have been watching. So the answer to our Win It Weekly competition this week was 3 hearts. 1 heart is used to pump the blood around the body, while the other 2 pump directly to the gills. And the winners, if you missed it earlier on when we announced them, the winners of the competition this week are Hannah Potter, Claire Rainbow and Shirley Davies. But don't worry if you missed out, because we're about to spin the wheel. Are we ready? Hopefully it's a good one. Last time I spun the wheel, we got a £50 voucher, and before that, I think it must have been the prize rollover. I'm currently doing very well at spinning the wheel, so let's have a look at what you could win this week. We're going to spin this wheel. Whatever it lands on, we're going to give it away this week, completely free to any person. The question we want you to answer is, what could you not craft without? So the question you need to answer in the comments to be in with a chance of winning whatever this lands on is, what could you not craft without? So let's see what the prize is this week. Give it a really good spin. What do we got? Oh, it's a little book bundle. That's exciting.
Wow.
How many little books are going to be in that, Emily? 3, and it's 3 of your choice. How fun is that? So if you would like to win, if you've got 3 little books that you've had in your mind and you've thought, you know what, I might just buy them, but it's not been the right time, well, you could win the little book bundle. Any 3 little books of your choice are going to come to you. But what could you not craft without? What could I not craft without? I'm going to go
coffee.
I'm going to go out there and say, imagination. I'm going to be that person.
You're going to be that one.
I'm going to be that person. Kat, what could you not craft without?
I think you're very much the same, but my list is so long.
Yeah,
there's so many things couldn't craft without. Construction glue, foam pads, gemstones. It just go on and on.
It does, doesn't it? What are some of the things that other people are saying? Inspiration, that's a good one.
Yeah.
My scissors, my trimmer, stamping press, I use it every day. The award-winning adorable scoreable, of course. Got to be the scoreboard, someone else says. Couldn't craft without card. This is probably the truest one there. My hunky-dory trimmer, I use it all the time. Let's see what people are saying over on YouTube. What could you not craft without? My guillotine, my trimmer. Everything in my craft room, says Kim. My non-stick scissors. Coffee, it's true. I think that's a good one. Chocolate, we've got one for. So keep those coming in, and Emily's going to announce a winner in about a minute's time. What we have left to tell you is that next up on Hobby Maker, Pauline's going to be there this Sunday at 1 and 4 p.m. With another look at the beautiful spring bird song. So we launched that back in February, I feel, and a selection of essential papercraft products, including 2 brand new items. So keep your eyes tuned on that. And then next up on Hunky Dory TV, Rebecca and I are going to set the tone for a week with a brand new show on Monday at 10 a.m. We're going to add Silver Mirror. Oh, not just any Silver Mirror. We're going to add an 80 sheet pack of Silver Mirror to the prize rollover box. So you could be winning that next week when we spin the wheel. So, Emily, do we have a winner?
We certainly do.
Who is it?
It's Pat Wheelwright.
Pat Wheelwright. And what was Pat's answer?
The trimmer, of course.
The trimmer, of course, that amazing trimmer. We featured our trimmer on Tuesday. We did a really cool Technique Tuesday, so if you missed that, watch that back because Anne-Marie did some really cool things with it. So congratulations, Pat. Send us a message with what your 3 little books of choice would like to be and your address, and we'll get them posted out to you. But as far as everything else goes, that's it from us, isn't it?
That's it. Friday done.
Friday done. Another week over. We will see you here on Monday for another fantastic week of inspiration and fun.